So show that multiplying 3 by 5 is the same as dividing 3 by 1/5. So what we're going to do is what I propose, let me see if you think of this. How about we just go ahead and actually do that and see what happens. And then we go ahead and do this and see what happens. And then compare them. Sound good? So let's start with multiplying 3 by 5. So that looks like this, isn't it? 3 times 5. And write it down and write down your answer. 3 times 5 equals 15. Good with that? So how do we deal with dividing 3 by 1/5? What does that look like? No, it says dividing, look, in your question it says dividing 3 by 1/5. Isn't that what it says? So how would you write that down? Yeah, how about use a divide sign? What does it look like if you use a divide sign? Sure, okay. So what if I was to say that we were dividing? Okay, so the question is, right, show that multiplying 3 by 5 is the same as dividing 3 by 1/5. What I'm proposing is we do these two operations. We multiply 3 by 5, and then we divide 3 by 1/5 and see if they're the same. Does that make sense? No. Okay. Right. So we do 3 divided by 1/5. It's 3 divided by 1/5, which is just 3 over 1 times 5 over 1, which is 15 over 1, or 15, right? So when we multiplied 3 by 5, we got 15. When we divided 3 by 1/5, we got 15. And so they're the same thing, right? Smiley face, right? Can anyone explain to me, though, what does it mean to divide 3 by 1/5? Does anyone know what that means? Can you explain that? Because I just can't wait to do it. We're having so much fun today. 3 holes. Let me see. Should we go with pizzas? 3 pizzas. Here we go. How many fifths are contained in the 3 pizzas? Into 3 pizzas. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so how many pizza slices do I have here, Elizabeth? Or sorry. 5. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's each of these is 1/5. That's 1/5. That's 1/5. That's 1/5. That's 1/5. That's 1/5. Because this is one whole pizza. See that? Okay. Now I'm going to split this one into fifths as well. 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. That's one whole pizza. Got that? Split this one into fifths. That's a fifth. 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 That's one whole pizza. You with me? How many fifths do I have? Take your time. 15. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Agreed? 3 whole pizzas divided by 1/5 is like saying, that's the math way of saying how many 1/5s are in 3. Can you see that sentence? How many 1/5s are in 3? Does that make sense? Right, and here's 3. Here's 1, 2, 3. Look, 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, isn't it? That's 3. We've definitely got 3 whole pizzas. How many fifths are in 3? And the answer is 15. And that's why 3 divided by 5, by the way, must equal 3 times 5 over 1, right? Which is 15. That's why we got 15, because look. Does that make sense? That is why. Not because the teacher said, no. It's not because I said you have to flip this and multiply. It's because look, see?